Hey Divi Nation, thanks for dropping by our documentation to learn all about Divi's audio module. So the audio module is, you guessed it, a great way to display audio files that you have and you want to share with your website visitors. So this is great for podcasts, this is great for presentation recordings, anything that you have in the form of audio, whether it's music or these other formats I just mentioned, you're going to want to use the audio module to share that with the world. And we're going to show you how to add content to it and, of course, style it to fit your website design. Check it out.
In this video, I'm going to give you an overview of the Divi audio module. The audio module allows you to embed an audio file plus a custom audio player anywhere on your web page. And with the built-in module settings, you can customize the look of your embed to match the design of your site very easily. This is a great feature for musicians who want to show off their latest creations, or even podcasters who want to post their latest shows. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at the audio module. First, by showing you how easy it is to add one to your page, and also we're going to go over the settings to give you an idea of how easy it is to customize your audio module. As you can see here, I'm using the audio module right here to feature an episode for like a podcast or a website or something like that. This is of course mock content, but you can get the idea of how you can use this audio module to very easily display a piece of audio for your visitors. I'm going to go ahead and jump over to my visual builder, and so that we can go over this together from the start, I'm going to go ahead and erase my audio module. I'm going to hover over it and click the delete icon. All right, so now I have a section, regular section with a little header here and a button underneath. But right in the middle here in this single column row, I'm going to go ahead and add my audio module. So I click on Add New Module here and select the audio module here. Now, as you can see, there's not much there yet, just a kind of a background color here. And this background color is going to, by default, pull from your global accent color, which can be controlled from your theme customizer. So what we need to do now is we're going to go ahead and start adding some content to our audio module here. And the first thing we're going to add is our title. Just going to add some mock content here, some lorem ipsum. And for the artist, I'm just going to put artist. And that would, of course, be where you put the artist name or whoever it is that is doing the podcast. And then your album name, just going to put album here. You can see those two things show up right underneath your title there. Now, the audio section, this is where you're going to upload or input the URL for your audio file. So I go click upload and I find it in my WordPress media library here. Go ahead and click it and go ahead and click upload an audio file. Don't worry about this setting here, embed or link, just leave it as the default. Click upload an audio file, and then once that's done, you'll see these controls show up, which allow you to click play, see the duration of your audio, and then also the ability to adjust the volume here. You could also add a cover art image to your module, and to do that you would simply click upload, go find the image that you want. Let's go ahead and select this one here and click upload. And so you can see that that's a good way to kind of maybe show the cover of an album or your logo or whatever it is that you want to showcase there, and then free up your right side here to display your embed. But for this example, I'm going to actually just use a background. So I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to go down to this background setting here. As you can see, by default, it's pulling that global accent color but I want to go ahead and add an image. So I'll click on the image tab there and click on add new. I'm going to select this microphone image here and click upload. And there you go. And since I have an image selected and also a background image selected, I could get creative and maybe add a background image blend effect. So if I select this here, instead of the default normal, I can just come down here and select something like luminosity. You can see it blends the two together and creates a whole new kind of creative design there. So that's a pretty cool option. Let's go over to our design tab. And really all that's left to do is kind of modify some of the text here from our audio module to make sure it matches the same fonts that I have on my web page. I am going to go ahead and keep the light text color here. And I like it centered, so I'm going to keep that as well. I don't need any text shadow, but let's go down to our title text. And I need to go ahead and change my font. Let's go ahead and change it to Roboto here. And let's give it maybe a lighter weight. There you go. I like that. And let's go ahead and decrease the size of it just a tad. Keep it at 30 pixels. All right. And let's continue on. The caption text refers to this text down here, like by artist and then your album there. We want to go ahead and match that font as well. And the size is good, so I'll just leave it alone. This sizing option here is good for adjusting the width of your module. The spacing option here allows you to create some more space around your module if you need it. This border option, you can go ahead and give a border to your player. And by default, it's this kind of dark here, so I'm going to go ahead and change it to a lighter color just so you can see some contrast here. There you go. And let's go ahead and adjust it so you can see. All right, so that's kind of what it would look like with a border. I'm going to go ahead and revert back to my default there. You can also add a box shadow to your player to add some depth to it, which is nice. You can also add some animation to your module, make it fade or slide in if you want, make it bounce. So this is a great option as well. Your advanced tab is another way for you to kind of add some more custom CSS to your module. Using an external style sheet, you can add some CSS IDs and classes here to go ahead and target the module. You can also add some inline CSS to any of the individual elements that make up the module here. And the last thing here, you can always disable the visibility of this module on phone, tablet, or desktop. Let's go ahead and save out our settings. And that's it. That's your overview of the audio module.